The movie begins with Carla Gray, an extraordinary astronaut and the reluctant narrator of humanity's most idiotic attempt to explore the unknown. She's aboard the spaceship Achilles, heading toward a mysterious black sphere near Mars that has decided to call itself God, because why not? Carla has plenty of time to reflect on Earth, decadent and depressing as it was, especially one bittersweet night on the beach with her mother and daughter. Her mother told a strange story about 5 men in a boat deciding who should live. Just hours later, tragedy struck and Carla lost them both. Now, with her cabin full of their photos, Carla has the perfect setting to ponder life as she heads toward a literal void in space. Aboard the Achilles, Carla wakes up from hibernation before everyone else and takes an elevator to her room because being an astronaut has its perks. The rest of the crew, Tez, Sean, Ulf, and Sai, wake up shortly after. Sai is essentially there to gain clout as a blogger, documenting humanity's most insane voyage. Carla and Captain Sen observe the black sphere with a mix of curiosity and this is definitely a bad idea. Apparently, the ship's state-of-the-art scanners can see through planets, but not through this giant cosmic black ball. Ever the optimist, Sen insists on sticking to the plan. Get closer to the thing that screams imminent disaster. Enter Vance, the CEO of the company behind the mission, because of course there's a corporate overlord behind it all. Using hologram technology, Vance delivers a motivational speech with the charm of a used car salesman. The world is watching. The future of humanity depends on you. Carla points out the obvious problem. The scanners are useless. But Vance, channeling his trust the process energy, orders the crew to proceed. As everyone nervously returns to their quarters, Carla hears her mother's voice and Sai hears screams, which is never a good sign. Sure enough, the sphere fires a beam of light that damages the ship's communication systems. Earth is officially out of contact. Carla, always rational, demands answers from the ship's AI, Ms., but gets nothing. Meanwhile, Captain Sen seems strangely committed to this one-way trip into disaster. The sphere begins transmitting a signal repeating the word God in Latin. Sai, understandably, freaks out and insists they turn back. Carla, the only remaining voice of reason, agrees but is constantly ignored by Sen, who seems to be auditioning for the role of Captain Ahab in space. Things take a darker turn when Sean, the ship's nerd, overhears Carla and Ulf debating whether the sphere could really be God. Ulf, a pragmatic soldier with a flair for drama, declares, "If it's God, great. If not, we blow it up." Military logic. But when Sen, the ship's suspiciously determined commander, bans any talk of destroying the sphere, the smell of trouble intensifies. It only gets worse when Carla starts hearing her dead daughter's voice, and Sai, the ship's official oddball, decides to turn into a walking occult manual, carving runes into his skin. Sai stabs Tez, kidnaps Carla, and starts raving about conspiracies until Sen resolves the situation the old-fashioned way, with a bullet to Sai's head. Efficient, but far from subtle. We fast forward to the descent into the sphere. Carla's scientific instincts kick in when she discovers that the sphere's material doesn't even exist on the periodic table. Things get even stranger when a glowing portal opens, and out steps a woman who looks like her daughter. Plot twist? The woman claims to represent the Creator and offers humanity a cosmic ultimatum. Step through the portals to find peace or stay behind and watch Earth get swallowed by a black hole. Ever curious, Carla steps through the portal and has an emotional reunion with her daughter, or so it seems. When she wakes up back on the ship, she's a wreck. Sean is mysteriously dead, and Sen's suspicious smirk suggests there's more to the story than meets the eye. And there is. Earth's big boss, Vance, reveals everything in a video call, packed with twists. Here's where the drama escalates. During the call, Vance admits that the sphere is a trap designed to reduce Earth's population by convincing people to enter the portals with a fake religious message. That's right, Deus Ex Machina, literal edition. And that emotional reunion with Carla's family? All manipulation from a microchip implanted in her brain by Vance, who also orchestrated the accident that killed her family. But Carla, the badass scientist she is, isn't about to let humanity's fate rest in the hands of a megalomaniac. Instead, she and Ulf hatch a plan to blow up the sphere. The catch? Someone has to manually detonate the core. That's when Ulf makes the classic heroic sacrifice move, locking Carla in the ship and detonating the sphere himself to save Earth. It's bittersweet, but at least Carla survives for a 7-year solo journey back to the planet, with plenty of time to reflect on the absurdity of the mission. If Armageddon taught us anything, it's that nothing brings people together like blowing up something dangerous in space. Only this time, it's not an asteroid, it's a glorified suicide machine. Now let's appreciate one of the most absurdly fascinating aspects of the story: Vance's dedication to the scam, implanting brain chips, manipulating entire societies with glowing portals and fake miracles. That's villainy at its peak. It seems like the writers really went all in here. But if I were in Carla's shoes, I never would have stepped through that portal. Fooled once by a glowing space door? My fault. Fooled twice? Probably dead, floating in space. And I definitely would have stolen Sen's gun long before things got out of hand. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next recap.
And I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect.